Penny.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Want a cup of coffee?
Oh, I should probably get going.
Come on, it's just a cup of coffee.
Yeah, okay.
In Young Sheldon, Georgie Cooper was portrayed as a cheerful and patient young man, but his older version in The Big Bang Theory appeared much more hardened. The spin-off Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage may have already hinted at why this change occurred. In episode 13, Audrey, Mandy's mother, admits that Georgie's sunny disposition makes her want to ruin it. While this could be a joke, her history of being condescending toward him suggests otherwise. If Audrey continues to challenge him, combined with the responsibilities of raising a family at a young age, it could eventually wear him down, shaping him into the tougher man seen in The Big Bang Theory. Why was Georgie so different in The Big Bang Theory? I'm convinced First Marriage episode 13 explains this. I'm convinced that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage may have already revealed why Georgie was so different in The Big Bang Theory. Despite Young Sheldon's cancellation, the Cooper story in Texas continues via Chuck Lorre, Steve Holland, and Stephen Mollaro's latest comedy. As the title suggests, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage follows baby Cece's parents as they raise her and figure out their own relationship. Unlike Young Sheldon, however, the new show has a bigger creative wiggle room to craft its story because The Big Bang Theory didn't reveal much about Georgie and Mandy's relationship. Mandy and Cece were never mentioned in The Big Bang Theory, let alone appear. By the time the show was wrapping up, the idea of Georgie accidentally knocking up an older woman had yet to be conjured up. However, to bring in all of Sheldon's remaining family members, older Georgie, played by Jerry O'Connell, appeared ahead of the Big Bang Theory finale. While he and Montana Jordan look very similar, it's hard to imagine that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's mellow and patient version of the character grew up to be a more hardened man. Audrey confesses that she has the urge to ruin Georgie's sunny disposition in First Marriage. For what it's worth, this is an ongoing mystery that by no means needs to be answered anytime soon. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage is already renewed for Season 2, and if its popularity continues, it's safe to say that CBS will keep it in its roster. So, I'm surprised that the Young Sheldon sequel would offer a simple explanation for Georgie's upcoming change. In Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage episode 13, McAllister Otto loves the ladies, Audrey confesses that her son-in-law's cheery disposition motivates her to wipe it out. So, although she can be nice to Georgie occasionally, I don't think Audrey will truly outgrow her tendency to be snooty to him. While it's possible that she is only joking, her complicated relationship history with Georgie hints that this is partly true. Granted that Audrey has somehow mellowed on Georgie, especially when dealing with things that touch upon the death of George and Young Sheldon, this urge can creep back up anytime. Baby Cece's grandmother has always been a little bit uptight than her husband, which is somehow reminiscent of George and Mary's old dynamic. So, although she can be nice to Georgie occasionally, I don't think Audrey will truly outgrow her tendency to be snooty to him. It's only a matter of time before Georgie loses his cool if Audrey stays true to her words. If Audrey maintains this attitude moving forward, it isn't difficult to imagine that eventually, Georgie would run out of patience and snap. Currently, he is 19, and while he has always been less mercurial than his twin siblings, his life is going to be progressively challenging moving forward. As busy as he is taking care of Mandy and baby Cece while also looking after Mary and Missy, things have still been relatively smooth sailing for him. He's good at his job, they have a stable home, and his wife loves him. We haven't seen him encounter a major challenge since George's demise that would really challenge his character. Don't get me wrong, Georgie wasn't a bad person when he appeared in The Big Bang Theory. However, it's clear that by then, he had learned some difficult lessons and that life hadn't been easy for him to be successful. So while he continues to be cheery in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Audrey being contentious at every turn can eventually harden him.